Okay.
I can't deny it. It's called The Shops at the Farm. We're obliterating farmland. Shopland. Oh, you know, another thing I saw today that was hilarious to me. It wasn't funny, but 3 cars. All on fire.
Boy, I laughed for ages.
3 cars. Maybe, perhaps, possibly 1 mile. In one mile stretch of the road, 3 different cars with flat tires.
Oh no!
One of them it didn't even process to me because whatever, it's a car with a flat tire. Already happened. The second one, stuff's on the street. Dude's cranking up the car, and his buddy's there, probably just Snapchatting or Instagramming it with his phone. I'm like, put your phone down now and help your friend. You guys, it's going to start raining.
I'm doing it right now.
And then the third one,
I'm sorry,
on the side of the road.
It's not me that was late.
All the stuff from like the trunk out on the ground. Wait, really?
Yeah, are you gonna be nice?
Yes, I'm being nice.
Like I'm some kind of fucking disappointment.
Whoa! Language, please. Not becoming of such a beautiful woman.
And then the third one, the guy is just standing there, is by himself, with his phone and his earbuds in. Like all the stuff is just sitting by the next side of the car. It's like, how do you do this again? It's like, God.
I did not know.
Or maybe he was FaceTiming with the other buddy of the guy. He's like, so that's how I do it? Okay.
Yeah.
What are the odds?
Go Nintendo Podcast. Webisode 665. The Spupa Podcast.
Spupa? I hardly know her.
Pupa.
Mom Brain, can you please tell us about Spupa?
Pupa.
If you're going to Spupa, do it in this.
Spupa are small insectoid Pokemon. They have a large round head, which is light gray, in the back with a darker gray face. There are two khaki-colored dots on their face, one above each eye. The face is bisected by a thin black line that ends in a khaki-colored triangle at the top of the head.
Kangy. Boo Kangy.
Spupa
Kangy.
have 2 ovular eyes that are the same color as their facial.
Help me.
Ovular eyes.
That are the same as their facial markings and square black pupils and no visible sclera. Their body is covered with a white furry material, and there are red, black, and cream square particles,
perhaps,
surrounding it. In order to defend itself, Spupa will bristle its fur to threaten predators or spray powder at them.
Mm-hmm. Powder?
Yeah, well, furry material. What else could it be? Like, is it like carpet?
Faux fur.
I don't know.
Yeah, like
faux fur.
AstroTurf or something?
Spupa is a bug-type Pokemon. Mm-hmm. Its abilities include Shed Skin. Hidden ability is Friend Guard.
That's a nice one.
You can find males just as easily as you can find females. They're a foot tall. They're 18.5 pounds in weight.
This kid's got your opposite haircut.
Yeah, right.
And,
I saw the picture earlier today.
And their Pokedex.
Their
Pokedex color, black.
Thanks, Mom Brain. I appreciate it.
I bet you do. You're welcome.
Hello, Omar and Daniel and the Aloe Wolf and Morisaki and Cameo and Roth, and Who's Mav and Stakona and Agent Iron Cat and ZX Billy and Elias IB or Elias.
Who wants to walk with
Turquoise
Elias?
Gold Scraper and Reginilla and Ryan and whoever else I didn't say hello to. Hello, Timothy Honeycutt. Yes, we're going to talk about that, Timothy.
Of course we are.
Thanks for joining us,
big
everybody.
Deal around here.
So, big deal around here, yes. Who said that? Daniel wants us to know it's 77 degrees in the Outer Banks right now.
How are those big cats?
But
How is that barbecued tuna?
But how?
Tuna Q, go to Pigman's right now, Bacon Bits.
What is the temperature in the Inner Banks?
Too hot
I'll
there.
get back
Nobody
to you
can
on
get
that.
inside.
Wait, Pigman? Did you see that thing I said?
What is the temperature in the Carlton Banks?
Yeah, what's that? What is Pigman? Because there's that book that I said. I said you to cover that book.
I am Pigman.
Pigman is a barbecue place in the Outer Banks, and they make Tuna Q, and it is so freaking good.
Oh, like barbecue tuna?
Yeah. Oh,
Out of the can? Like starfish?
that's disgusting. I think it's Star Kiss. Does it
Starkiss?
not?
Wait, Nicky Hill, were you talking about
Starfish is its own thing. Starfish.
Were you talking about the book, like the young adult novel?
Is that
The
a young
Pigman?
adult? Yeah.
I think I remember like either reading.
Isn't
it-
that from Lord of the Flies? Isn't there the pig?
No, Piggy used
No,
it.
no,
Good,
that's
right?
Piggy. But
Oh, no.
Did you
you're all
fart when you
tangled.
sat down?
No.
That was a
You
chair.
just-
Can you
oh,
help me
no,
out?
Oh gosh, don't touch it! Don't touch it!
Thank you, Kirby.
no problem.
Oh,
Technical
there's
wizard. Are we all over the place here? Oh, I can't even do it.
What's
It's a mess.
happening?
Never mind.
Yes.
Go ahead. Don't worry about it. You guys were saying?
No, I was at Barnes and Noble and I saw Pigman on the end piece, the end whatever, and I sent him a snap that just said oink oink.
And I think
Did I send it to you too? Brian?
no, you didn't. But
No, you didn't, you bastard.
in grade school, remember when they would like show slideshows while playing like an audio recording?
Yeah.
I think we did that for the book, The Pigman.
Really?
Yeah, and I want to say the guy who wrote the book also
Was
wrote a
part
book
pig?
called My Darling, My Hamburger, or something. For some reason, he like wrote books with really weird titles, but they were always like, dramas basically.
My darling, the hamburger.
My hamburger.
My Darling, My Hamburger. It's
My,
I told you.
My darling, my hamburger by Paul Zindel.
For those
that's
that
the guy.
Now let's see. Paul.
for those that are watching the podcast and you're watching the camera go all over the place now. I apologize, but
and
I
he
told
wrote
you.
the Pigman. You are a winner, Mr.
Yeah,
Kirby.
But it was the Pigman was disappointing for me. It wasn't actually about a giant humanoid pig. It was just about like this lonely old man who like collects pig figurines and he befriends some like children.
Sounds great.
Sounds inappropriate.
He uses the figurines to attract children to his house. What did you say?
What?
Why are they telling a story?
It was-
Oink,
Why are
oink,
they-
little boy.
That's something that attracts. That's something that attracts children. Kids love little pig figurines.
Yeah.
Figurines.
Give me them little piggy figs.
I told people last week on
I
the
feel like
podcast
that's staring into my soul.
that I'm tired of the camera situation. I want to get multiple cameras. I was looking somebody. Oh, I would like to thank you, but I don't remember who it was. Somebody sent me software or an email about OBS, the software, which I've known about, but I never
OGB.
really looked into it. And I was screwing around with it on my desktop, and I'm sure I could get it to work no problem. The only problem is, will it work on my laptop? I do not know, but we're going to try. I'm looking into it. I've been reading about it. Like I said, it's not just me saying it. Hello, Bjorn. Hello, Mother Brain. Hello, Nader Die.
I'm
Good to
sorry.
see you. So, I have something I got to talk about. A few weeks ago, on this very show, Mr. Timothy Honeycutt was talking about how we needed to have Pop-Tarts buttered. Cherry Pop-Tarts buttered. And I was like, it does not sound good, but I will do it. So finally
Sorry, it's my gutty work.
Finally, this week.
That was
It
something.
sounded like Comanche.
I think it was a door opening.
I thought it was somebody starting a weed whacker.
Hello, the Name King Clown and NWM.
It was just a funny like frequency, I guess.
So this week, Mom Brain and I gave it a shot. Now, Mom Brain, I'm going to ask you the same question again. Pop-Tart, toasted Pop-Tart by itself, scale 1 to 10.
Full disclosure, Pop-Tarts are one of my favorite foods.
All right, just answer
So-
the question.
A cherry Pop-Tart frosted, 10.
Cherry Pop-Tart frosted with butter out of 10.
10.2.
I also, I don't agree with the 10 out of 10.
You guys
but-
use salted butter? Like
Yes,
you were planning?
yes. But it was delicious. It was really good. It
How much
honestly
butter did you
was.
put on there, though? Because honestly, let's be honest. butter makes things better.
It does. I mean, I buttered one. I didn't put too much butter on it. How much butter did you put on the other one?
Of like half a teaspoon.
What if you took 2 of the Pop-Tarts and made yourself a Pop-Tart butter sandwich?
Timothy says he's proud of us.
Thank you.
That's all I ever wanted to hear.
Thank you, Daddy.
I mean, yeah, I would do that.
Like butter sliced like cheese in between them.
You think anybody does that?
That sounds
Just like
great.
2 slices of bread with like slices, thick
Yes.
slabs of butter.
Yes.
Ugh.
My mother would do that.
I mean, when I go to a restaurant and they give you like the little butter packets, sometimes I put a whole butter packet on a little piece of toast or bread.
Well, lots of people do that with like pancakes too. Like just put the whole blob. See, I don't butter
like
my
that.
pancakes.
I like it when they give you like the scoop, like an ice cream scoop, and I like the whole
yeah,
thing. Because there's nothing so lovely as like when you see the little slick of butter in your syrup.
Or sometimes
Daniel says, "Did
it's
you
really
instantly
fluffy
dial
butter.
911?" No, not yet. We're okay.
It's like it's real fluffy butter, and you think it's whipped cream or something, and you take a big chunk of it, and then you put it in your mouth and go. "Ooh,
I did that. I thought it was cheese. We were at a wedding, and there were olives on the table,
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
and I thought it was like
The-
some kind of a cheese.
weren't they shaped?
They were cut like triangular, like they were. Everything about them
I
looked
thought they
like
were
cheese.
Shaped like flowers or something. You put a hole in your mouth.
No, but I went like, oh, and I was like, this is butter. And I didn't know what to do. So I ended up taking like a huge piece of bread just to try and
Hi,
like,
Jump Man.
it was really bad.
Wow.
NWM says waffles are better than pancakes. Do we agree with that?
Nope.
I would agree with that, but that's just me.
I see. Given the day, I would depend on that. It's not something definitively. I would say yes overall. Like right now, today, I
Monday.
want.
Wednesday.
Wednesday's definitely waffles. Waffle Wednesday. Right now, I
October-
want Waffle House.
I like a Waffle House waffle.
October
Although Waffle
7th.
House is in some hot water right now.
Why?
I'm having some
Oh.
serious like racial issues.
October 7th, 2023. What do you think?
There's going to be something new by then.
A wham cake.
Yeah.
A waffle.
Yeah.
A waffle.
Handfuls.
You really go for a waffle now. Hello, Nader Die. I do love you. And Nader Die says he wants pancakes. There you go. And Daniel Friedman says oatmeal's better than cereal.
Guess
Brain, would
what?
you agree?
Oatmeal
no
is better than
pancakes.
cereal. Yes, oatmeal is
Let's
also
talk
one
about
of my
Nanner
favorite
Puss.
foods.
I wish they'd bring back Nannerpuss.
We all do. We all do. Well, I don't even know what he was for. Denny's?
I think so. Yeah.
I believe
It's for
so.
like the Denny's Grand Slam.
It's probably been. I mean,
Moving over my
it
hand.
didn't have a long shelf life. It'd be brown like by the end of that photo shoot, unless he's still around now, like old and crusty.
Speaking of oatmeal, I got
Speaking of oatmeal,
old-fashioned oatmeal. Is that okay, Mom Brain? The old-fashioned kind.
Oh,
I've been eating like the minute oatmeal
Mm.
that you just microwave in like a minute and a half because it's, let's be honest, quick.
He's really not
You're
that much
offending
quicker.
her.
But what? To boil water?
You can still do like quick.
I eat the kind that takes like 2.5 minutes in the microwave.
I think that's what I got. I got it from Costco. It was like a 40.
Oh well, then it's
box.
fine. I mean, if it's from Costco,
Well, yeah, then all is forgiven.
then
I
it's
was
fine.
like, I want some oatmeal, and they're like, yeah, pull your car around, and they just did like a big
Open your
backhoe.
sunroof.
Here comes the oatmeal.
It was a great deal.
That's how I feel after I've had too much oatmeal.
Aloe Wolf says, "Why am I always so hungry during this podcast?" Yeah, it's been a trend in recent weeks. I'm sorry. That's perfect segue. Let us move away from waffle and pancake news to video game news. Let's talk about Nintendo.
Sure.
I don't know if I don't even know if I want to start with that one.
Let's move into video game news. So that new game, Burger Time, eh?
It's funny because I believe Super Burger Time was announced for the Switch this week. I think it's like Johnny Turbo's Arcade : Super Burger Time.
Oh yeah, I wanted to bring this up last week. Do you remember Johnny Turbo?
Yes,
Okay.
I do. I never played it, but I do remember it.
Wait,
Was he that guy with the sweet leather jacket in high school?
No, he's got like a.
Did he have his own game? I just remember him
Yeah.
being like a mascot for like Turbo Graphics.
I believe he did have his own game at
Okay.
one point. Yes, but yes, the mascot is back now, and he's going to be
Johnny Turbo?
yes,
He
Johnny
might be
Turbo.
based on a real guy.
Is he like distant cousins from Johnny Bravo?
Distance cuz. I don't think so.
Bravo, Turbo. Is there another Johnny out there that we can tie into?
Johnny
this?
Poo Poo Pants.
Johnny Poo Poo Pants, my favorite. Yes.
What is it, Johnny
But,
Just
yeah,
that
I remember
song.
Johnny Turbo from like an ad in like an old video game magazine where he was just like, it was supposed to look like a comic book, and he was like trying to keep these kids from making the mistake of buying a Sega CD. He's like, they're ripping you off. You want our system, man.
Man, he was right. I mean, he was wrong about his system, but also right about the Sega CD. Yes, I believe it is a real person because the other day, I believe I got an email from Johnny Turbo himself.
Oh my God.
Let me
Still
check.
alive.
But yes, Johnny Turbo is bringing some. Johnny Turbo is bringing some arcade games to the Switch. It's funny. I'm in my email and I'm searching for Johnny Turbo, and the autofill suggested that I was looking for Johnny TurboTax. Man, he went all corporate.
Yeah, he grew up.
Yes, I have an email from Johnny Turbo. It's his real name is John Brandstetter. He's the president of Flying Tiger Entertainment and the Johnny Turbo.
I'm sorry, Johnny Turbo was a real person?
Well, Johnny Turbo is a persona of a real person, yes. And I was talking to him.
Yeah, Johnny Turbo is like his superhero.
Guess what?
persona.
I've won. I've been randomly selected to spin and get one
Yes,
unclaimed reward.
I know they're back. Trust me, I know.
They're back. Have they ever gone away?
Yes, they were gone for a very long time. They started hitting a whole wave of sites again. Like, it's all over the place. Anyway, we're not doing a Yokoi.
Please try again. You have one more chance. Oh, I won
Cross-
one. I
cross
won
your
one
fingers.
chance, but since I lost, I get one more chance.
Lost. We're skipping the first story about Mr. Gunpei Yokoi, but we are going to talk about Pokemon Go and Pokemon Go Fest. So, some might remember that last year Pokemon Go Fest was a bit of a disaster. There were so many people there, and they're all trying to do the same thing, and it caused all kinds of problems, and nobody could get the Pokemon they wanted, and all the events were screwed up because of it. And people are like, I traveled halfway across the world to get here, and I can't even get a stupid Mr. Mime. But that's not true. Well, all of that was true minus Mr. Mime.
Yeah, because everyone loves Mr. Mime.
That's
This
right.
is the best Pokemon.
That's right. Thank you. So it was a quite a disaster. But
Mr. Mime is a Pokemon?
Mr. Mime.
he was in the original 151.
Mr. Mime?
Yes, Ash's mom used him as a slave. Was like a maid / butler.
Yeah, not
they had
like-
one living in their
Not
house.
like a sex slave.
I don't know.
Yeah.
There was
Never
no
know.
there was no Ash dad, and Ash's mom was alone with Mr. Mime a lot. She's
That's
like,
right.
"Yeah, honey, go on that Pokemon
Probably
adventure.
when she
Go,
sent him
get
away.
out." Exactly. Me and Mr. Mime have so much work to do.
You should go out and catch some Weedles or something.
He's the perfect sex slave because he's not going to tell anybody. What's he going to say, Mr. Mime? Nobody's going to know. Mr. Mime, did she touch you down there? Just tell us, Mr. Mime.
Well, he could. He could.
I don't know. He can't make noises. It's only Mr. Mime.
Mr. Mime, you've been porking my wife again?
Mr. Mime! You son of a bitch! Yeah, I always thought that was weird that she had a Mr. Mime. I don't know, maybe lots of Mr. Mimes. Why? What makes Mr. Mime a good housemaid / butler? Like,
I guess because he's a little more human-like than other Pokemon.
look up Mr. Mime. I mean, yeah, as far as Pokemon go,
Didn't know I had to
he
come here and
stands
do
up like a
Yeah,
human
he
and
stands
has
up like
arms
his
and legs.
functional arms and hands.
That's funny.
What?
This was back in the Wild West days of Pokemon where they didn't really have things figured out yet. They're like, yeah, just this weird thing.
Oh yeah, it's so much less weirder now.
Well, I mean, come on.
It's putting a little grabby.
In the pantheon of Pokemon, Mr. Mime still is one of the weirdest
I
ones.
guess so. Yeah.
Anyway, Pokemon Fest is coming back. They're doing it again because Niantic wants to make sure they get things right this time.
Yeah.
So it's Pokemon Go Fest in Chicago. And their Niantic CEO, John Hanks, says, GoFest was a challenge for us, there's no doubt. As the person who stood up on stage and directly faced the consequences of having the technical challenges, nobody felt it more strongly than I did. Particularly with all you in the press there to witness that with us and all the board members and all of our partners. It was one of the most challenging days of my professional career. Blah, 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 blah. And then he goes on to talk about how they've done a lot of research and how they've gotten things really organized this time. And they are ready.
What?
151. Not the alcohol.
They said 120 to 21. And I was like, oh, he's number 122.
No. So, yeah, they're giving it another go, and it seems like people are more than willing to give them a chance because Pokemon Go Fest tickets went on sale and sold out in less than a day. So people are ready to go, and I think Niantic's going to have their act together. So hopefully if people are traveling from across the world, this time their money won't be wasted. First comment comes from Steven Tendo, and he says, as someone who has to stand in front of sometimes unhappy groups as part of his job, the description of standing on stage sounds horrible. I hope this one goes well for everyone involved. Hello, Robert Bear. Well, that would certainly be nice. Did I say hello to Sir? Yeah, I'm hoping it goes well for them. Like I said, it's sold out again, so there's plenty of people going to be in there. There will be plenty of people in attendance, and you can bet they're going to be angry if things don't go well. So, fingers crossed.
I don't get it. So somebody was just like, here, let's give him a snowman body with real legs and arms and give him ping pong balls at his shoulders and his hips.
Yeah, you know, classic mime. I don't know. That's what mimes look like in Japan.
All of his fingers are the exact same length, so that's weird. And he's got curly elf shoes.
Yeah. I mean, our mimes are weird looking.
My phone can't do nothing because of...
mimes are weird
mimes
altogether.
In general are very weird.
Yes. I want to know what the percentage of the population is that aspires to be a mime. Like at somewhere in high school days or college, they're like, think I'm going to be a mime.
For some reason, in like the early 90s, like everyone was like making fun of mimes and like how lame they were.
Why? What
excuse
happened?
me, do you recall Dorothy and I wanting to create a film?
I don't.
It probably was before you came around. And we were titling it was a horror film and we were titling it Silent but Deadly.
Malakayla says, Mr. Mime can't help the way he looks, Nicky Hill.
It's true.
None of us can.
I mean, he could
right, because somebody created him to be that way.
Yeah. So he doesn't deserve our ire.
He's a horrible mistake. It's not his fault.
Listen, he can have sex with Ash's mom as much as he wants. She obviously sees something in him. And it's not the conversation. Nintendo has released more, hello, Lucina, more details about their Switch Online service, which is coming in September. Wow, there's a lot of comments on this. You guys talked about this a lot. So we're going to break down some of the details. Some of this stuff we already knew. Some of it we did not. NES games with online play are coming, which is something we knew. There will be, the service will launch with 20 games, and new games will be added regularly. Some of the games we know so far are soccer, tennis, Donkey Kong, Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers. Hello, Hyrule Denizen. Balloon Fight, Ice Climber, Dr. Mario, The Legend of Zelda, and Super Mario Brothers 3. So those are going to have online play. And Nintendo says play together, even when you're far apart. So I don't know how online is going to work in some of those games. Like, what are you going to do in online Dr. Mario? Just like take turns, I guess? I don't know.
That's how you played How did you play multiplayer with Dr. Mario before?
I never have.
But there was a way to do it.
Like, I don't know, was there? I thought there were like maybe link cable on the Game Boy. Maybe there was split screen. I honestly don't know. 2 pill bottles. I'm not a fan of Dr. Mario. I've tried a million times.
Your mom is.
She loves Dr. Mario.
I love that was not like a knock. Your mom is.
Oh, she does love Dr. Mario.
This is my lucky day. Somebody give me lottery numbers.
Oh, you got another one?
A GoNintendo win?
Well, the thing is it freezes up my phone, so I can't do anything, and I can't even look at GoNintendo.com. So I need to go back, and then I need to check top stories, and then I need to scroll down and go to older stories and get back.
I mean, I'm doing good here. Do private browsing, see if that helps.
I'm in private.
Try not private.
Can't do that. I have 1,000 pages open right now.
Maybe that's why your phone's freezing.
No, it's because GoNintendo has some sort of
More like
private thing set up with Amazon.
more like slow Nintendo.
Oh.
Hey!
Or GoNintendo.
No Nintendo.
Slow Nintendo. Go Nintendo.
Pricing for the
Slow,
online
go.
service is $4 a month, or $8 for 3 months, or $20 for 12 months. So 12 months for $20 is a pretty good price. There's also a family membership. That's 12 months for $35. A Nintendo account holder may invite up to 7 others to join a family group. So that includes 7 accounts, and all members will have access to the Switch Online service. So that's pretty good too.
You know what else is pretty good?
You tell me.
Free.
Free is good, yes. Also revealed was save data cloud backup, which is something people have been asking for quite some time. So if you get this service, your save data will be online for easy access, and you don't have to worry about something happening to your Switch and you losing all of your saved games. They
Now
will be
I just
safe.
have to worry about a server going down.
They'll be safe in the cloud. Hello, Slammerax00. That's a great name.
Or
You wanted a shout out? You got it.
Or a server getting corrupted, and now all of my personal data are out there for the hacksaws.
Well, remember, you could use this. You could pay for the Switch Online, but you don't have to use the cloud backup.
Did you see Ready Player One?
No, I'm yawning a lot right now.
No.
What is it?
It's from Family or American Dad.
It's
Roger.
so good.
I love it. I don't even remember what Francine is asking Roger. It doesn't matter. I think it's my favorite clip from American Dad.
Does he get a pitch? Like, does he say, like, let me sing you my
he's got a
answer?
pitch.
Like,
No, he doesn't say any of that. She just asks him a question and he takes out the pitch, whatever it is.
pitch pipe.
It's like
Pitch pipe.
asking him to like do something.
I can't do anything on GoNintendo. No.
Something's wrong because
It says Facebook. This is a Facebook contest, not an Amazon.
I'm going through it, no problem. I think you need a new phone. What was that? I'm bringing up the Roger clip. Now, see, this is the perfect example. No, I don't want to do YouTube Red.
Oh, did you win? Who's the winner?
I want an advertisement for YouTube Red. This is the perfect example where I could do something and switch the camera and all you guys could see this, but we're just going to have
That's
to do it.
crazy,
Not quite there.
man. That's a lot. You need a whole like switchboard for that.
No, that's what OBS software is for. You literally just click one button and it switches to the other. You set up all your sources before, so like a browser window and this camera and another camera.
Right.
And it just, I forget what they're called. It's scenes. They're called scenes, and you just click between scenes. And that's it. Here's the clip.
But you should give that to somebody else to control.
Well, who am I giving it to?
Come on. Damn it! Hey, F-bombs.
Roger, I see you're busy, but I was thinking it's time I teach you how to do some stuff on your own. Laundry, cleaning, making your own iced tea.
No!
Why don't we do
He's
that?
such an asshole. I know, right?
Like, I want to do that to the kids at school so bad.
You got to carry around a pitch pipe then.
We need pitch pipes.
I mean, how hard could it be to get a bunch of pitch? I have kazoos.
There you go. T27 Duck says, I'm actually okay with this. $20 a year? That's a steal compared to Xbox Live and PSN. Cloud saves, finally. Some token NES games. Meh, sure. Wish the phone app wasn't a thing. I'll take it. Could have been worse. Well, there you go. A positive comment from T27 Duck.
Why do you need to be on going?
I like to follow. Remember when we used to get printed out
I like
strips?
to sit with it. I mean, yeah, I don't know what's going on your end because I'm on the site right now. I'm okay. Maybe you should just close that whole thing and start over. Why?
I've got so much here.
You're a weird guy.
I've got a lot invested. I drive 2 hours. I drive every day 2 hours one direction. I get ideas, and I don't want to go on my phone while I'm working or while I'm driving. So I do a voice thing, and I do a Google search for a voice thing.
Diane.
Oh.
And and then I continue driving, so I can revisit my thoughts.
Why don't
later.
you do like a notepad voice
How about this
thing?
thought? Chopsticks that are also a straw.
Was that a thought you
For
had?
drinking soy sauce?
So you can
Oh.
drink. No, because everybody goes.
Everyone is stealing your idea right
Everybody
now.
goes.
They're going.
Everybody goes. Chopsticks, huh? How do you eat soup, pal? With a straw.
Does everybody
My
say that?
chopsticks are a straw.
But what about all the stuff that's left in the soup?
It's chopsticks.
It's chopsticks.
That's a great idea.
What about
chopsticks.
what about a spoon though?
Now I'm gonna carry multiple.
I mean, they could give you a spoon where you're eating, can't they?
It's just the thought. Now nobody can make fun of people eating with chopsticks.
What about this? Straw chopsticks,
I already came up with that.
but
Thanks.
You butt.
they're edible too.
Now you're just talking crazy.
So when you're done, you're just like, mm.
Okay.
And it's flavored with your soup. Come on, we doing this? Oh man, this is a
I
great
feel like
podcast.
you're making a mockery of my invention.
No.
We're talking about food.
Hey, look, here's this podcast
I
about
was talking
Nintendo, but
about-
it's really this fat guy talking about food.
I was talking about just the utensils. He made it about food.
That's true.
You brought up soup.
You did. Soup is a food. I'm
You know what
pretty
else
sure.
I was thinking?
Soup is
Cell
good
phone
food.
cases that you can eat. When you're done with it,
Hello, G5 Mob Gang.
after
Thanks
you
for all
win your
those hearts.
Facebook or Amazon contests that you didn't ask for.
Hello, SoCar. Hello, TJ Lopez. I have no idea what's going on. We're in a raid right now. Hello, Night Moon. A Player Essence raid. Thanks, Player Essence Gang. Thanks for coming over. Get ready to be disappointed. We're supposed to be talking about Nintendo, but we're talking about chopsticks that are straws, and then you can eat them. Nintendo.
I've noticed that whenever I'm here, you're never on time with things. I blame
Funny
COVID.
story about that. I was going to say, last night, I was laying down to go to bed, and I was thinking of you, as I often do.
Oh, this is how big is the pile of Kleenex?
And I was like, I got a feeling Nicky Hill's going to be on a podcast tomorrow. I was like, that can't be true, though. He's got to work. So I didn't even bother texting.
Oh my
But
god!
here you are.
You're right.
Hello,
I have to go.
Nuts.
I gotta go back to
I gotta
work.
work today. Hello, Ilias. Thanks for joining us. I hope you guys enjoy the show. Probably not, but thanks for coming. Nintendo says there's officially no plans to do a virtual console service.
So this is
on
where I
the
want to
Switch.
ask you. You just rattled off a bunch of
This
old
guy.
vintage games that are going to be on GoNintendo Play now online. Go Play, whatever.
Sure.
Go Play, fruit on the bottom. Get it? Yo Play.
Yeah.
And now they're saying there's no virtual console service, but we're already talking about games online.
Perfect time to bring that up.
Right, because you just mentioned the headline, so that's why. I brought it
So
up.
they say there's no plans for a virtual console service. It really is like there's no plans for a virtual console service
period.
in no games in name, because really they are still providing classic games, but the games have been updated with online play. So it's like a talking point for people to be like, I'm angry, there's no virtual console service, and people could be like, but you have NES games to play, and you have Johnny Turbo's Arcade, and you have the Arcade Archives Neo Geo games, and their arcade games as well. And people are like, it's not the same. I mean, it's not. There's no Super Nintendo games.
Yeah.
There's no N64 games. Not that there were that many to begin with on the virtual
But the
console.
other thing is that if they did release those games on a virtual console system, people are gonna be like, "Oh, I bought these on the Wii. I bought these on the Wii U, and now I gotta buy again on the Switch. This is stupid."
Well, yes, people do complain. It's true. Hello, Squid Vicious. That is a great name.
Wow.
And Doka78. Thanks for joining us. It's just they can't say here's a virtual console because it isn't exactly like the virtual console was on 3DS, Wii, and Wii U. It is different. They are doing things different. And I don't want people to say like, oh, it has a virtual console service. They sign up and they're like, where's all the Super Nintendo games? Where's the Genesis games? Stuff like that. So, but more games will be added at a later.
You know, it would be
date.
awesome actually if you could play, if they had all the virtual console games available, and you played a monthly fee, and you can play any of them whenever you want off of the cloud.
Well, I mean,
And it's basically like you're playing It's like you're paying to get into an arcade and you can play for.
Well, that's what this service is. Like those games, if you pay the yearly fee, you get access to all those games.
And you don't have to save them on your system, taking up space.
I don't know. I think they'll be locally. I don't think they're going to have you stream them. No, that wouldn't make any sense. But yes, your fee, your $20 a year gets you access to whatever games are on the service.
$20 a year?
Yeah.
I think you just went over all this, but I was
struggling
with
I know
Facebook and Amazon awards.
I'm
up to my nostrils in these awards.
Yes.
And I gotta sort them out, or else I'm just gonna lose them all.
$4 a month, $8 for 3 months, or $20 for a full year. $35 for a family plan that includes 7
$4
people.
a month. Their math is way off if they're just giving it away for $20 a year.
Yeah, they want you to do a whole year. Nintendo's official words are there are currently no plans to bring classic games together under the Virtual Console banner as has been done on other Nintendo systems. There are a variety of ways in which classic games from Nintendo and other publishers are available on the Switch, such as Nintendo Entertainment System,
Retail
Nintendo Switch Online, eShop, and package collections. Yeah, exactly. Like the Mega Man Legacy Collection 1 and 2, or the Mega Man X Legacy Collection 1 and 2.
What about Codename Viper?
Has Codename Viper ever been?
No.
Yeah.
Rolling Thunder, right? Is that the game?
Rolling Thunder's been on stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I have Rolling Thunder 2 on the Wii.
And when I got that for the Wii, that's when I realized how foolish I've been talking about Codename Viper, because it is
the
same
complete rip.
Doka says,
even the music.
meh, if you gave people a gold bar nowadays, they would complain it's too heavy. Crying's the new cool.
Who said that?
Crying is cool. Doka78.
Very wise.
Very wise, Doka. First comment comes from Shillelagh. They have the top rated comment. They say, I knew they'd do things differently this time. Otherwise, they'd be facing a barrage of questions as to why people couldn't transfer their games from Wii U and 3DS to Switch. They had to find a new way to milk people for the umpteenth time for the old game.
Is that how you spell Shillelagh?
Yep, exactly.
Hyphenated like that? Or
Mhm.
No, we started calling him Shillelagh because we can't pronounce his name. It's something like Gaelic or something.
Oh, no. I didn't know
That's
that.
weird.
What? Gaelic? Oh, that's real mature.
Real mature, Nicky Hill. Nintendo has announced that they've announced the participants for their Smash Brothers Invitational 2018.
Is that
tournament.
asking other characters to be part of it?
Yeah,
Because guess what? You're not going to get much answers because they're computer programmed.
They go in and ask different characters. Yes, maybe they'll ask Mr. Mime this time. I know what answer he's going to give. So the Smash Brothers Invitational 2018 is taking place, obviously, at E3, or during the E3 week, I guess we should say.
When is E3?
Like real E3 is June 12th to the 14th.
Are you going?
No. I don't go anymore.
Clearly.
If they did a presentation like they used to, I would. It makes no sense because
they do it computerized earlier, right?
yeah,
They do like a Nintendo
direct.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do that.
What do they call it? Nintendo Indirect.
Well, they don't call those directs. They call them like their E3 presentations or whatever. But yeah, they don't do a stage show like they did. So they do that presentation.
Would they have to like rent out those stages? Maybe that just saves them quite a bit of money.
No, because they're doing 2 tournaments and they're renting them out anyway. They just like to handle their E3 stuff differently now. But yeah, it would make no sense because if I went, I would just have to be in a hotel to watch that. And then for the next 3 days is 8 to 10 hours of live stream from their booth with them demoing all kinds of games and making new game announcements from that.
So it's kind of like
too.
Nintendo makes it so nobody has to go to E3.
Except E3 is open to the public now. So if you want to play games that are at E3, you can go do that. Or if you live close to Nintendo NY, you can go there and play E3 games as well. They're going to have some of the E3 games on display at the Nintendo store in New York, including Smash Brothers.
Thing where people were like, "Stop burping," and you were like, "Okay."
No.
Well, he never said,
He stopped burping.
He never said he would stop.
He did stop for a little bit.
Well, I got backed up.
He got started.
So you can read about the professional players that are going to be at the Smash Brothers tournament. I don't know anything about these players at all. MK, Leo, Zero, Armada, Abadango, Pulp, Mr. R, Lucky, Mango. They're all going to be there. All your favorite Smash Brothers players. Yes. Well, I mean, it's not like Chris Kattan's doing anything, so maybe it is that Mango. Computer, please tell me. Mango made the pivot from Saturday Night Live to esports. Fat Man on Ice 2 says, or Fat Man Oh Nice 2 says, kind of surprised they invited Mango, since it's pretty well known that the guy is a functional alcoholic and likely the reason why he got snubbed for the Invitational. It'd be hilarious if Hungrybox got snubbed because of his interactions with Reggie. See, people know like all kinds of stuff about these. There's
so much drama.
About yeah, that's I gotta get myself in trouble. I think that's why esports are so popular, because people love to get involved in the drama of the players and the teams that goes on behind the scenes, and like they just watch the tournaments to see like who's going to be an asshole to another player or something like that.
Yeah, because I'm sure like actually watching these people play isn't that entertaining, but you know.
There are a couple esports things that I would watch for entertainment, but by and large, I think it is the like.
But it's more exciting to just like dish about who's racist.
Yes, yeah, exactly. I think it's the player personalities that has people go. James, I did hear about some of it, but not all of it. All right, so people are often like, why is Nintendo bringing so many Wii U games to the Switch? And we've talked about this before at length.
The Wii U didn't sell that well.
Because the Wii U didn't sell that well. And now we have another.
More like the Wii won't.
That's right. Nintendo has yet another example of why they're doing that.
Nope. Won't be selling that many.
It'll be like the Wii Me instead of the Wii U. Nintendo released Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, and over in we already know it's doing really well in the UK, but now we have Japanese data as well. First week sales for the Wii or for the Switch version in Japan were 88,421 units. It was the #1 game of the week, and if you compare that to the Wii U version's first week sales were 35,000 units. So the Switch version more than doubled what the Wii U did in its first week. And the Wii U's total sales, I think, were at 120,000 altogether, something like that. And Switch could beat that in 2 to 3 weeks. So there you go. And we don't know the details on sales in North America yet, but we will shortly. And I imagine it's going to be somewhere in the top 10. Because if Kirby can make the top 10, I have no doubt Donkey Kong will as well. Top rated comment comes from Tanuki Trooper, and he says, and that, my friends, is why Nintendo justified in remaking the Wii U titles. Yes, it's true. There's the proof right there in the old pudding. Yes, Nicky Hill, you got something to say?
The old pudding.
No.
Give me that old pudding. You guys, everybody knows and loves the Super Mario Brothers cartoons, right?
Sure.
They were great. Made perfect sense. Followed the games exactly. No weird things in them at all. Phil Harnage was a writer on the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, The Adventures of Super Mario Brothers 3, and Super Mario World. So he worked on all the animated Super Mario Brothers series that were released in the States. And he was asked about how they did what they did with the show, because there was all kinds of weird things that went on, like Mario and Luigi went to the Wild West, and they did a Star Wars spoof, and all kinds of weird stuff. And he said Nintendo was kind of liberal in letting us do things that had never been in the game, and there was no pushback. I think they liked it when we put Mario in the Wild West in the future or underwater. Well, I mean, underwater.
He's been there.
Yeah, we would take a fairy tale or a legend or something that kids already knew, and we would build up an episode around that and make it as fun as possible. I remember watching it as a kid and thinking it was weird.
It's weird that he went to the Wild West. Why is everybody fixated on that?
What do you mean? Well, it was like a spaghetti western episode with Mario and Luigi.
Oh yeah, I just remember they had songs, actual music in that show, right?
Yeah.
I mean, would you have liked it better if you went to a world that was completely
songs.
made of cakes and cookies?
No, I wouldn't. No, I would just,
Or, a desert where there's cactus people and Goombas running
Yes,
around?
I would like that. I mean, they went to the desert.
It's okay if it's in the video game, but if it's in a cartoon, this is weird.
Yeah, I thought the video game would be just like with the movie. I thought it would be like the games, but it wasn't.
No,
The
and then
later
had the,
game or the later cartoons were mostly just the Super Mario Brothers Super Show was very weird, but like the Super Mario World cartoon was at least closer. There's still like a caveman in that, which I don't understand, but
So there's dinosaurs.
by and large, it was more
like
close to Super Mario World.
you're confused that there's cavemen in the game. Meanwhile, or in the cartoon. Meanwhile, in the game, you're playing as a T-Rex. You capture a T-Rex. It's okay in the games, but not in the cartoon.
Are we saying Yoshi's a T-Rex?
No, the T-Rex in Mario Odyssey. You crazy man.
We're talking about Super Mario World.
I'm talking about stuff that's in the games that you're fine with. But you're questioning it when it's a cartoon. I don't care what time period
I
it
didn't
came
say
from.
anything.
Maybe Nintendo took those cartoons and used that as its reference for their games in the future, and people are okay with that.
I didn't
Get
say
the heck out of here.
anything about dinosaurs. I said caveman.
You're questioning a caveman,
Yes.
but you're okay capturing and running around as a T-Rex.
I'm talking about it being in the games versus the show. The games have so much content in them, and in the show that they decided to do weird stuff.
Yeah, there was no caveman.
There's no caveman.
In the show, they decided to do
Suddenly
weird
there's a
stuff.
caveman.
In Super Mario Galaxy, he's running around on different planets, breathing non-air out in the outer spaces.
Joe Shabadoo.
And you're saying that the cartoon did weird stuff.
Joe Shabadoo says,
The game is a giant lizard, turtle lizard, is the main bad guy in Super Mario, but you're worried about weird stuff in the cartoon.
Well, I don't think his issue is with weirdness as much as it is with accuracy to the source material.
Yes.
But what I'm saying is now the games have kind of taken from some of that I don't know.
Joe Shabadoo says Cascade Kingdom is not the Mushroom Kingdom. Nicholas Hillard.
I don't know. What is Cascade Kingdom? Is this a game reference? Because I don't know. I don't understand.
I don't play
Yeah,
games.
honestly, the game you're talking about.
I haven't played it.
Of course not.
RPG.
But thank
No.
you for the heads up.
RP Gargoyle says, this makes me really happy to read. I know the show was far from perfect, but I freaking loved this show as a kid. Super Show and World, although us Brits didn't get the live action sections. At least not that I recall. You didn't get the live action sections. What?
They cut those out for
What?
overseas audience.
That's terrible.
Well, who's Captain?
You missed the best worst part. What did you say about Captain Luke?
Who is he to people in anywhere other than America?
A wrestler worldwide.
He's a wrestler to the rest of them.
Yeah. When he was Mario, I didn't understand it here either. I was like, why is he Mario? Now he's dead and Luigi's dead. That's disappointing.
He's dead too.
Yeah, Luigi died not too long ago. The actor did as well. Yeah, I forget the guy's name, but he passed away. I don't know. I want to say within 2 years. Yeah, that man, that live actions. I used to rush home from school to watch that show, and even then, I knew it was bad, the live action stuff, but I loved it, and I just loved it. There was something like Nintendo on TV.
And then on Fridays it was Legend of Zelda.
Every Friday was Legend of Zelda. Yes. Now, see, Legend of Zelda, that cartoon, also bad but good. But they were in Hyrule. Like, everything in that whole cartoon was about the game, minus the time where they went to a water park, which made no sense. I don't know why there was a water park in Hyrule, but they went. But yeah, the majority of that show was.
They want to have fun too.
Majority of that show was based on the game. They like the enemies that were in there and everything that Link could do, and you know, when the game Link's always trying to kiss the princess, it all makes sense. So I need to watch that show again. I have not seen a full episode of that cartoon since it originally came out. Right? Hello, Mark D. Payne. Yes, he is bumping into her and saying, "Excuse me."
That's why he says it. Okay. Yeah.
That's exactly why. Yeah, the whole show is based on that. Every episode, you knew he was going to bump into her.
He's either bumping into her or he's always burping and farting.
Saying,
excuse
Burping and farting.
me.
Hello, Lanquin. Hello, James.
Princess.
Nintendo has updated their warranty wording after the FTC was like, hey, you got to change that. We talked about this last week, and now they've acted on it. And again, I want to point out this isn't just Nintendo, it's Microsoft and Sony as well. So they've all updated their wording. Nintendo's old warranty said, this warranty shall not apply to this product. Let me try this again. This warranty shall not apply if this product is used with products or not sold or licensed by Nintendo, including but not limited to non-licensed game enhancement and copier devices, adapters, software, and power supplies. Now, their new warranty says, this warranty shall not apply if this product has been damaged by products not sold or licensed by Nintendo, including but not limited to adapters, software, and power supplies. So they took out a couple words, they adjusted a little bit, and I guess that's all the FTC needed. So it's not like it's a big change, but it was enough of a complaint on their end to be like, hey, you got to change this or you're breaking the law. So Nintendo did, and Sony did, and Microsoft did. So everybody's compliant now. Everything's good. Not like this mattered to the average consumer who reads that stuff and they're like, oh, this is important. Entity says both Sony and Nintendo. Good.
Very
good.
Monkey target.
Murasaki wants us to know that John Leguizamo was Luigi in the movie, and he is not dead. He's not dead. That is true.
Yeah,
he's the only. Well, Daisy's still here too, right? She's around.
What's she? I mean, I don't know anything about her.
She did something recently. I saw her and I was like, oh, that's
Princess Daisy.
Yeah, I forget the actress.
Dennis Hopper's dead, right?
Yep, and Bob Hoskins.
Bob Hoskins. Mario's dead. Across all the Mario Brothers franchise is a killer. Killed Luigi in the TV show. Killed Mario in the movie.
World Trade Centers in that movie.
Oh my God! What the hell? Strike this movie from the record. Yeah, right. Obviously, it was cursed from the beginning. Nintendo.
Samantha Mathis. She was in The Strain recently, which is the TV series on FX.
TV series about diarrhea. Or about constipation.
Constipation. Get it right. Come on.
James, let me go back and see your question. I'll do that right now.
I mean, she's been around. She's been doing a lot of stuff, but I can't remember where I just saw her on recently, and I was like, oh, look at her.
Mark D. Payne, we already talked about that earlier. We were talking about all the VC stuff. James says, thoughts on the Super NT Firebrand X software? Rick and Morty got renewed. Oh, Jesus. We'll talk about all that stuff in the after show. There are some things I want to talk about there.
What are they talking about?
It was like a question about like 7 different things. Okay. Yeah. I do have comments on Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I definitely want to talk about that later. How you doing, by the way?
Aww.
Just go eat a you know what.
I asked you seriously, and you're mean back. Wow.
Well, you're just sitting here so smug about it, and you're happy.
Why would I be happy that something that brings a friend joy is no longer going on? I am not happy. I read it and I was like, oh, poor Dew and Nicky Hill. That's what I thought to myself.
Yeah. Dew sent me a text message, and I said, I know I'm not supposed to shoot in the messenger, but I don't want to talk to you right now.
Well, I mean, it's Dew. Mark D. Payne, I said, I feel like there's enough virtual console content on the Switch anyway, because there's a whole bunch of classic games there, so it doesn't really bother me. And James Machuga, the after show is after the show. It'll be, our show's like an hour and a half, so it'll be around the hour and a half mark. We are at 50 minutes right now, just in case you wanted to know. Nintendo's releasing a classic mini family computer weekly Shonen Jump 50th anniversary edition in Japan. So this is basically an NES classic, but it's a Famicom version, but this is a special version because it includes a whole bunch of different games on it, and all of them are anime based. So you get a whole bunch of games for Dragon Ball, a whole bunch of games for Saint Seiya, a whole bunch of games for, oh boy, I should know what this is. Hokuto no Ken. What is that? Somebody help me. I know what it is, and it's escaping me. But yeah, it's a whole bunch of stuff like that. So this thing is never going to release stateside. I guarantee that. But it's pretty cool to see that they're doing this. I imagine it's going to be a very limited run. Going to be a hard-to-find item, much like the original NES Classic. Fist of the North Star. Thank you, Malik Halo and Lanquin. So, yeah, it's just cool to see that. It's not something I would have expected. Entity has first comment and says, so this truly is the reason for no VC on Switch. That's another point to make. Yeah, Nintendo did the NES Classic Edition and the Super Nintendo Classic Edition. And those are selling really well, and they can sell 5 million units of those, and they're not going to sell like 5 million units of any virtual console game. I'm sure people are going to buy those virtual console games, but sell 5 million units of something priced at $80 and they cram 20 games in there or 30 games in there, then yeah, that makes more sense. So we'll see if they have more to come. North America, this week's uploads from Nintendo or downloads on the eShop for the customers that have a Switch, a Wii U, or the 3DS. Here's what's available. Battle Chasers.
What's happening here? Is he holding up the city? Is that what it's
Yeah,
supposed to be?
he's very strong.
But that's like an awkward pose.
What are you looking at?
Because it looks like he's like.
It's not like Atlas where he's holding it on his shoulders. He's holding it on his butt.
Battle Chasers Night War comes out on May 15th. Garage is out now. ARMS has a demo available for free. 3DS has Shin Megami Tensei Strange Journey Redo or Redux, however you want to say it. Dylan's Dead Heat Breakers has a free demo. Also new this week, Super Sidekicks 2 on Switch. This is all Switch unless I say otherwise. Arcade Archives Terra Cresta, Hyper Sentinel, Immortal Redneck. Please don't let the name turn you off to the game. I know it's a terrible name. It is a great game.
I like it.
You like the name? Yeah.
Immortal Redneck. Yeah,
that's fine. I mean, if you like it, that's fine. I just know a lot of people are completely like. I've seen so many articles about how.
Wait, it sounds like a vampire game.
Please don't ignore the game based on the name because a lot of people are like, "What the hell is this shovelware?" Huh?
Get it? Sounds like a vampire game. Immortal Redneck. Bleeding out on the neck.
Yeah, I can.
Living forever.
Explosion.
What is it about? Tell me more.
The story's terrible.
So the story is terrible. The name is ridiculous, but you still want people to buy it?
Yeah, because the game part is good. The part where you play the game. It's this redneck who's out in like a dune buggy in the desert, and he crashes, and he wakes up, and there's like 12 deities around him, and they bring him back as like a mummy and imbue him with their powers. That's the story. I'm not lying.
I'm looking it up.
He also curses because it's a redneck.
On a Nintendo game?
Yeah, can you believe it?
On a Nintendo system?
Lost Future Omega, One More Dungeon has a demo. One Piece Pirate Warriors 3 Deluxe Edition with that, what's his name? Luffy and his old stretchy arms. Man, I've tried to watch that show. Luffy?
What are you talking
Luffy?
One Piece.
Oh, yeah. This is why I wish I could just be following along.
I don't think
without Facebook ads.
Splitter Critters, Suicide Guy, Nicky Hill. Super Chariot is available.
Oh, you want to start another game we're not going to
I do, yes. I want to play Super Chariot. And this one has the integration with the Philips Hue light bulbs.
The hell's that mean for me?
The lights, well, if we're playing it here, I have those lights.
When am I going to have chance to play?
Today.
Okay?
Super Chariot's available. The Adventures of Elena Temple comes out on May 15th. The Fall is available. The Mystery of Hudson Case comes out on the 14th.
Oh, what is this first-person shooter game?
3/4 Home Extended Edition. Wizard of Legend, and then on 3DS you get Up Bot.
What's it called? Bot?
Up Bot.
Now, see, that's a bad name. That's too clunky to say.
Up Bot. Steel Diver says, I'm interested.
Up a butt? I'm sorry?
Steel Diver says, I'm interested in Dead Heat Breakers. Really peeved that Europe and Japan get a retail release, and we don't. I don't believe in digital. Well, I'm sorry, Steel Diver.
He still doesn't believe in it.
I mean, you could import one of those versions if you want. You don't have to, but... All right, we're going to go to the European releases and then go back to that story.
So you played Redneck Island here? What is this called?
Yeah, Immortal Redneck.
Isn't that Stone Cold show?
It was, actually,
yeah. Which I used to watch. Used to watch the... What was the name of it? The Broken Skull Challenge. Can't watch those anymore because they're on CMT. And I don't get CMT.
You know why?
Because we don't have the sports package.
Right.
Why is CMT in the sports package?
Don't worry.
Oh, because they show lots of NASCAR.
Aren't they passing internet? What's that called?
Net neutrality?
Net neutrality.
What about it?
We still have a chance.
There's like one final vote for it. Yeah. It's gone away.
Lose.
Have you watched the new Forged in Fire spinoff? Knife or Death?
No.
It's got Goldberg.
I heard.
He was arrested.
Is he intense?
Whatever. I don't know. This guy.
No.
I watch everything with Stone Cold. There's a show out there with Goldberg, and it's apparently equally like absurd. It's a ridiculous show.
You told me about this show already.
Yeah, and you don't give a crap. I didn't read about it on Reddit, so I can't take a note.
I think Mom Brain will back me up
You've been waiting for me to
every
say that?
time.
You've been waiting for me to call it out?
when we were watching Raw this week, they did a live read ad for the Cromarties, and I was like, "Mom Brain, look, it's Nicky Hill's show, right?" Didn't I say that?
USA. USA.
No, Usos. The Usos are wrestlers. Europe. What did Europe get this week digitally? They got.
Did you watch the Cromarties?
I've seen one episode. Yeah.
No. Have you watched the new season?
No, did it start yet? I don't know if it started.
I think
you know what I do love though? Those Chrisleys. Love those. They always advertise Chrisleys and Cromarties together.
You are asking
the Chris
for
Martys.
A broken nose.
The Cromisleys. Cromisleys, yes. Where's that? You know that's going to happen. The
Cromarty,
the mashup.
Crossover.
Yeah. All right. Europe got an arms.
Cromarties, Chrisleys crossover.
An arms demo. One Piece Pirate Warriors 3 Deluxe Edition. Super Chariot. Shantae Half Genie Hero Ultimate Edition. Death Road to Canada. Raging Justice, which is made by former Rare developer. Super Sidekicks 2. Arcade Archives Terra Cresta. Immortal Redneck. Garage. Suicide Guy, which I have to point out, despite the title, the game is not at all about suicide or depression. That's what it says. I just need to tell you that. The Fall. 3/4 Home Extended Edition, Touch Battle Tank SP, Hyper Sentinel, Inksplosion, Johnny Turbo's Arcade Sly Spy, Portal Knights got a demo, Aegeus Defenders got a demo, Pixel Junk Monsters 2 got a demo, DLC for some games. You can digitally preload Disco Dodgeball, or the Framed Collection, or the Mega Man Legacy Collection,
Disco
or
Dodgeball sounds great.
Knights of Pen and Paper, or Mega Man Legacy Collection 2, or the Faerun Collection, or Runner 3, or White Knight. And there's a whole bunch of special offers on stuff. 3DS got Zeus's Quests Remastered. It also got Rainbow Snake and special offers there. Wii U got Cycle of Eternity, Space Anomaly, and Unalive. 3DS Theme Shop. Mom Brain, it's happening!
Hello Kitty!
Here we go. Hello Kitty loves apples theme.
I mean,
Hello Kitty loves eating red apples. Hello Kitty princess theme. Hello Kitty is a little princess and lives in her sweet kingdom. Hello Kitty lives in the blue ocean theme. Hello Kitty lives in the blue ocean playing with fishes and bubbles.
Sweet bubbles.
Sweet bubble. Hello Kitty is surrounded by hearts theme. Hello Kitty is surrounded by love and hearts.
Aww.
3 or 4 more Hello Kitty themes. There's also the Drop the Mic theme. Try your best punchlines on this cool sound. What the fart does that mean? There's also Love Song theme. A Kitten in Love. There's also Peace and Love theme. Chill out with the hippie style theme. Oh, okay. Sound Power theme. Turn up the music. And there's a music pack number 7, which includes the DJ Cat, Cool Music Jam, and Wild Music. All those themes. You can get all 3 of those in one. I don't know what to say. Shalali says, Shantae Half Genie Hero Ultimate Edition is a standout title this week. I have it on Wii U already, though. More Hello Kitty themes for Mom Brain to enjoy. Did you enjoy them? Scale of 1 to 10.
12.
Excellent.
Mom
So
Brain,
better than a buttered Pop-Tart.
What's your favorite Hello Kitty? Because I know you have all.
Hello Kitty is a DJ.
All right.
Oh, I thought you were going to go with the apples one because you love fruit.
I do love fruit. But...
Guys,
What?
it happened. It finally happened.
What?
People whined and complained and cried enough, and it finally
They
happened.
finally canceled Last Man on Earth.
Capcom has announced that Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate for the Switch is coming to North America and Europe. We did it, guys. We did it. August 28th, it is coming out on the Switch. Maybe it has something to do with Monster Hunter World being Capcom's fastest selling game ever. Now they're like, time to cash in on the Monster Hunter.
Something to do with the all ID.
So Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate is coming to the Switch August 28th. It'll be digital and retail. For those of you that want retail or don't believe in digital, you'll have that option. So this is Monster Hunter Double Cross Switch, which is available in Japan. And all of us were like, hey, Capcom, why the hell won't you bring this stateside? And they were like, and everybody was like, well, forget it. We give up. And then Capcom's like, surprise. So August 28th, everybody, you're getting your Monster Hunter action. It's going to be very interesting to see how well this one sells following Monster Hunter World, because Monster Hunter World is much more approachable, and Monster Hunter Double Cross Switch is much more traditional Monster Hunter. Kuro has a top-rated comment that says, finally! Might be too late after Monster Hunter World, though. Also, I hope this isn't another test to see if they should make localize the next Monster Hunter on Switch. I don't know. I'll be buying it. I love Monster Hunter. I'm excited for this. This one also connects with the 3DS version. So if you have a friend who has Monster Hunter Generations on 3DS, they can connect with you locally or online, I think, and play with you, which is awesome. We did it, guys. We did it. I didn't think that was going to get localized, but it did. We're not doing that because it's all spoiler stuff. Real quick, because we're running out of time, Bandai Namco says that they're working on multiple original Switch titles, and they're going to start releasing this summer. They say Switch has become popular worldwide, and we're developing multiple original titles and expect to see some of those this summer. So they didn't say what, but they are working on original stuff for the Switch. And they've been a great supporter of the Switch so far. I mean, just recently they put out Attack on Titan 2 on Switch. They have My Hero One's Justice is coming out here on the Switch as well, which is the anime, which is the game adaptation of the anime My Hero Academia, which my brain has seen me watch before.
Oh yeah, that cement.
The big guy.
That you like.
Texas Smash, and oh my god, it's Cement Guy.
Yeah, what's his name? Well, you were cracking
I
up.
think it was Cementos.
Yeah. That's right.
I forgot all about
His
him.
name is Cementos?
Did I tell you about this show at all? It's a show about superheroes. I'm not really into superheroes.
fresh?
I like the show. But so everybody's not everybody. The majority of people are born with a quirk, which is their superpower. So somebody's like really strong, or somebody can grow really big. And this one guy's cement block. He's made out of cement. Can like make cement walls and stuff. His name is Cementos.
Born as a
He's got
block
like
of cement?
He's got like a. I don't know how he was born,
His
but
poor mother.
look him up. His name's. I'm pretty sure it's Cementos, the fresh maker.
Fresh.
Oh man, Ricola has the first comment, and they say, "I bet when I
What
bet
is the
you
cartoon that you were talking about?
My Hero Academia."
Is it Cementos? Like,
What do you mean?
Cement.
well, I looked it up, and I get her ads for cement trucks and stuff.
Oh,
My
I
Hero
thought it was
Academia.
Cementos.
It is.
Let me try.
There he is.
Ricola says, "I bet
Cementos.
I bet you when talking about this, at least two of them are the ones being published by Nintendo already. If this confirms Smash Brothers before summer ends, I guess that's a good thing. Well, we'll find out together, won't we?"
This poor guy. Look at this. He's so sad.
All right, so here's our last top story, which is really confusing, but we're gonna get through it.
But he normally looks very sad.
So, Weekly Jump magazine,
Weekly Junk.
Weekly Jump magazine was teasing Splatoon news for June 9th. They said on June 9th there will be some shocking news about Splatoon, but they didn't say what. And then Nintendo put out a comment, and Nintendo said, "Although we do not normally comment on rumors or speculation, we can confirm that contrary to the rumors circulating since yesterday, the Japanese weekly magazine in question has not written an article about an announcement related to Splatoon for June 9th, with which it is a baseless rumor." Nintendo hardly ever comments like that.
On rumors or speculation.
So they said, no, it's a rumor. It's not true. It's baseless. And then today, Koro magazine, another big Japanese magazine, says that on June 9th, there's going to be a Splatoon 2 announcement, and the game's biggest mystery will be revealed. You can expect to see that reveal on the CoroCoro News Twitter account, as well as CoroCoro's official website. And this was published in their weekly magazine, and we have a scan of the announcement.
Baseless.
So this is happening. I think what Nintendo was doing was slyly saying that it's not going to be in Weekly Jump. It's going to be in CoroCoro.
I found a loop.
But we have the... it's right here. It's happening. It's happening, people. So, I mean...
So they said
There you
it's
go.
not happening, and then CoroCoro was like, well, we better leak it now because now everyone thinks it's not happening, but it is happening.
Entity has first comment, and he says, this is frustrating. That's what he says. He's very frustrated over all this. This company says something's happening.
What,
Nintendo says no. Now this other company says it's happening, and they're showing proof of it happening. So I guess we'll all find out together on June 9th, my friends. All right, that's it.
My dudes.
My dudes. It is June 9th, my dudes. I do want to say real quick,
Where's that from?
guy from Vine / that frog. It's a big meme.
Ah!
It is Wednesday,
It's
my
the frog
dudes.
man.
Oh, Scott Rogowski says a
I
lot
know
too.
he says it, but
It's a
What
meme,
frog?
or you might know it as a meme.
feels good, man, frog?
No, it's just its own frog.
No,
It's
it's like a real frog.
yeah.
He's like a little guy.
You guys are talking about real talking frogs? Where have you guys been?
It's just a frog. Look it up on YouTube.
Actually, it
That
might be a
looks so
toad.
fun.
I'm not even sure.
Toad. I'm sorry, it's a toad.
He's like white.
Greenish white,
Yeah.
boogery color. I want to say that on our YouTube channel, if you would like to see an hello, Video Game Guru. If you'd like to see an unboxing of Runner 3's physical edition, we have that. I think we might be the only ones that have that. And I give you a look at everything that's in the
What
box,
part?
which includes a little keychain flashlight of Commander Video, a full color instruction booklet, a mini soundtrack CD. The game case has a reversible cover, and then the instruction booklet, which I think might be the first time ever, has scratch offs in it. Not, like lottery scratch offs, but scratch off content in it to reveal hidden characters. How cool is that?
You reveal hidden characters in the.
In the instruction booklet,
But what does that do for you in the game?
you get to play as them in the game.
It scratches off a code to put in or something?
No, it just shows you characters that are in the game. So you either find out about them in the game by playing it, or you can spoil it for yourself and scratch these characters off.
So either way, you're spoiling something.
If you scratch them.
If you scratch it, you're spoiling the fact that they're in the game, and if you play them in the game, then
Oh,
you
you're
spoil the fact
spoiling
that
what's
they're
underneath.
scratch off.
Wow, yeah, I didn't even think of it like that.
So how are
Yes.
you going to spoil yourself?
That's true. That's true. Well, I mean, if you don't buy the retail version, then you're okay, because you can't spoil what you don't have.
Think about it.
Think about it. All right. Scratch and sniff. No, it's
I mean,
not
that's
scratch
not
and
necessarily
sniff.
true either. I don't have HBO right now,
It's
so
not
I can't watch
necessarily true
Westworld.
either.
But just because I can't watch it right now doesn't mean it's not going to get spoiled if people talk about it. Although not many
Okay.
people are talking about it, so maybe it's not even worth it.
Westworld?
CZ2,
You know, they were talking a lot. Well, you know where they're talking a lot about it?
Reddit.
Reddit.
So you're probably watching it.
No, I watched the first episode. Now that's the only one I've watched so far.
Well, you haven't read anything about the other ones yet. Once Reddit
I haven't. No, I don't
once
want
Reddit
it.
mentions the next episode, you're going to be all over it.
We're on episode 4 this week.
Your dad's up to date, right?
Yeah, my dad
Actually,
is
you know
up
what
to
makes
date,
me
and
feel
I'm
better
not.
about Last Man on Earth?
What's that?
That made it to 4 seasons.
Yeah, that's impressive.
I know.
Got him.
That's, nothing
That's
to
what I
sneeze
was
at.
going to talk about, actually.
Got him.
But that's in the after show.
But you know what else? It had to happen, I guess, because Arrested Development's coming back for a 5th season.
Not on Fox, though.
No, on Netflix.
Yeah.
And Rick and Morty got picked up for an extra couple episodes.
Yeah, couple.
And so Last Man on Earth had to get canceled.
Why?
Well, you know why it
I
had to
don't
get
understand.
canceled? To make room for young Sheldon.
No, do you not know the real reason why it was canceled?
Because Dew and I were the only two watching it.
Did it have something to do with
I'm sure the ratings weren't too hot, but I'm sure they weren't bad either. But
The show kept
do you
getting
not
better.
know the real reason why?
No.
So obviously, networks cancel shows to make room for new shows and to free up some budget for those shows. So Fox canceled 3 of their sitcoms to replace it with one sitcom.
Friends.
This is going to make it hurt, and I apologize.
Friends,
Maybe don't tell us.
grandparents, friends. What?
Fox is reviving. This is not a joke. Fox is
I did
reviving
hear this.
Last Man Standing.
With funny man Tim Allen.
Is Tim Allen going to be on it?
He's that.
Oh, yeah.
He was the main.
Oh wait, Last Man Standing.
Yeah,
What were you thinking of?
That's the one that. Oh, I get
the
it.
Tim Allen Show. Yes, because when ABC canceled that, it was their second highest rated show.
You know how much confusion that's going to cause?
Last Man Standing. I'm sorry. Yeah, right. I bet somebody watches it out there and they're like, "Man, they really changed the show between this season and last." But yeah, that was ABC's second highest rated show at the time, and they canceled it. I guess because politically they weren't happy with it. I don't know. But
think
Fox
I heard
is bringing it back.
It was because it was like expensive to shoot, even though it was like
Well, look,
highly rated.
they canceled all these other shows to make
you
money.
gotta be bailing out your lead man because of all his narcotics.
Well, let me just tell you,
Uh,
my dad's really happy about it because he liked that show a lot.
Your
really?
dad's a man.
Yes,
A
he
man's
did.
man.
Yes,
He's also not like let's not
politically aligned with that.
Yes.
Well, the show is about Tim Allen being a Republican in a household of women who are Democratic and are.
see,
against
that's what like makes
They're all
everything
trying to
okay.
emasculate.
it. That's right.
So
Get
so,
it? That's why he's the.
Last
Man
See,
Standing.
it works on multiple levels.
It's a smart title.
So wait,
It means he kills all the
it's,
women. At the
it's
end.
like politically like driven or whatever.
Yes.
But it's okay because half of the characters have the opposing beliefs. Just like how Roseanne, she could talk about anything she wants in her show because her sister on the show is Democrat or whatever.
Well, I mean,
so it has an open dialogue between the two sides.
well, I mean, really, to be completely honest, it's
fair and balanced.
it's a show. Like, I don't care what they do. Like, any show can exist. It's fine.
No, but like people use that as an argument, and then they use the content from these shows as real reasons to like discuss.
I was gonna say, well, yeah, when you get into a political argument, and somebody's like, well, on Roseanne the other night,
Like I got
right.
a lot of family members who I could have sworn I just don't follow them anymore on Facebook, but they're still blowing up my Facebook with political stuff.
Gotta get off
And-
that Facebook.
And they were talking.
Highly recommended.
They were talking back when Last Man Standing got canceled. They were like commenting on threads, being like, "That's ridiculous." Blah blah blah. This is absurd.
Well,
Guess what? If it's not a good show, it's just not a good show.
I mean, the
Just
only
because
thing
the
that
ratings are high doesn't mean it's a good show.
yeah,
Look
but
at
the only
Last
thing
Man on
that
Earth.
speaks
That was a great show.
the only thing that speaks to networks is ratings and advertisers. So I was surprised when the show was canceled, but
And I'm not surprised that Fox picked it up.
I mean, they all want to make money. You know what they should bring
Sure,
back?
we'll do.
Titus.
They all want to make money.
You know who also wants that? Christopher Titus and Stacy Keach.
Well, how old is Stacy Keach now?
89.
I think he's still alive.
Hey Siri. How old is Stacy Keach?
Stacy Keach is 76.
Good for him.
Is that okay? That's the male actor.
Does he still hate
What was
Titus?
the female
Yes.
actor from Step by Step? Because her name was Stacy something too. Keach.
The only other Stacy I know is Keebler,
Keebler?
but that's a wrestler.
She's an elf.
Okay, let's talk about what we know. Malik Halo, I don't even know what you're talking about, but they don't need to bring back the PJs. I just see you say the PJs. I've tried that show. I gave multiple episodes a shot. No.
Period. That's it.
If you wanted to come back and it comes back, I'm very happy for you. Do I think it should come back? No.
Stacy Keenan. That man, I got that confused.
Stacy Keenan.
Ivory
Wayans.
Wayans.
Oh, Keenan Ivory Wayne.
I thought you were gonna say
Kenan Thompson.
Stacy Keenan and Kel.
My favorite actor.
That's
is
like
Stacey Keenan.
a Wheel of Fortune puzzle.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I like
Before and
this song, the
after.
puzzle. Stacy, Keenan, and Cal. All right.
And looks over in the corner. I don't get it.
He got one the other day. I was surprised. He got one of those right away. All right, Kirby, what have you been playing?
I mostly just played Breath of the Wild this week. I finally got to Death Mountain.
Whoa, it's hot there.
It is, and
Spoiler alert.
I know last week I was talking about finally getting to Gerudo Town and how I was like so like apprehensive about going into like those hazardous environments.
Yes.
And yeah, now that I've been to both areas, I don't know what I was so worried about. Like it's a Nintendo game. Like they're not going to get super sadistic. It's not. It's not Dark Souls or anything.
No.
So all I had to do was like drink one fireproof elixir. Then I got to the armor shop and bought the armor, and that was it.
Yeah. You're only in trouble if like if you're way out. If you're out in the desert, like really out there in the middle of the night, it'll get super cold. But you know, it's not. Yeah, it's not a big deal.
Yeah. After I took down the my second divine beast, the flying one.
Yes.
Or no, I'm sorry, the water.
The elephant, yes.
The big water elephant. Yeah, I just like I was too scared to go to try and find the other ones. You know, and so I was just like wandering around, basically like getting Korok seeds and and by the way, I have like 100. I have like over 130 of them right now, and I can't do anything with them because I can't find that guy again.
He's in like he eventually moves from place to place, but he's at one specific place now.
Is he?
I'm gonna say he's probably at. There's like a little campsite to if you're looking at Hyrule Castle, if you go to the right and just keep walking right. Somewhere along there is like a little campsite because I couldn't find it for a long time either, and that's where he was. So that's where because you've already talked to him a couple times, right?
I've talked to him twice.
Yeah, that's probably where he is. Then go to Hyrule, like you know how there's like that fountain or like where a fountain used to be.
Oh yeah.
You start there, go to the right. It's somewhere over that way. You'll find him. He'll be there.
Okay. And
speaking of wild breath, do you have that gum still?
It's in my jacket.
Oh,
it's upstairs. I needed one other thing I wanted to mention. I was able to capture the Lord of the Mountain.
Oh.
But they wouldn't let me put him in a stable.
Yeah.
So there's nothing I can do.
I don't. I think there is something you can do, but I didn't do it.
Am I supposed to like bring him to somebody?
I honestly don't know, but I think there is something you can do. I could have swore there was something you can do.
And the same thing happened when I captured like one of those skeleton horses. They wouldn't let me keep him. Like, that's fine. It's a horse.
He doesn't have to eat. It's gonna be just fine.
But they did let me register the giant horse.
Yes.
Who I named Big Guy.
Whoa,
Nice.
You go, big guy.
Exactly. That's all I played.
That's it. Mom Brady, what have you been playing?
None.
Okay. Nicky Hill, what have you been playing? Nothing?
I played a little Sudoku.
Oh. Murasaki, I was not talking about Titus from Kimmy Schmidt, but I would love to because I love Titus. This is high praise for me. I think Titus from Kimmy Schmidt is the modern day Charles Nelson Riley. If anybody's gonna fill that role, or the modern day Paul Lind, either one.
Modern day Maharaja?
But not the modern day Maharaja, no.
Wouldn't the modern day Paul Lind be Roger?
Well, yes, but I was talking about a real person. But yes, there's no doubt that Roger is Paul Lind in an alien animated form. And I love Paul Lind. So. All right, what have I been? No.
What?
What have you been playing, Rami?
Thanks, Mom Ray. So I played a little bit of Tropical Freeze.
We're out of time. Moving on. What's in the music?
What's in the music?
You want to hear it?
I played a little Tropical Freeze this week, and I'm excited to like really sit down and get back into that because that is one of the finest platformers ever made. It is so phenomenal, really good stuff. Plus, like I said last week, they brought back David Wise. He needs to be there for a Donkey Kong game, so they did things right. And I found out he wasn't in Donkey Kong Country Returns, or he didn't do the music for Donkey Kong Country Returns because he was busy with another project. He didn't turn it down or anything.
We don't know what that project
didn't do it. No, it was Conky Dong.
Was it something?
It was about that robot's penis.
Could it have been? Could he have been working? What?
Conky Dong. What?
Could he have been working with Retro perhaps on a secret game?
The secret word?
I don't think so. I mean, sure, he could have, but I just... I
mean, they're buddies, right?
We could look at his Wikipedia page and see what it was. So I played a little bit of that. Also, I recorded a Parents Play with that. So there is a new Parents Play recorded. I just need time to edit it. So that is coming. Probably my dad's, no, I'm going to say definitely my dad's best performance. It was shocking.
On the comedy bit or on the gameplay?
No, on the
Your
gameplay.
dad was so worked up while he was playing that.
I know.
I woke up like
Sure,
3 or 4 times.
Yeah, he's a loud guy.
Wow, and we don't even keep you up at night. I'm loud.
It was very
So I
loud.
played that. I played some Runner 3. Wow, that's a game. Runner 3 is
What a hole.
so good. So Runner is a auto run
Sorry.
music related platformer, but they're really taking the music connection to a new level in this game. It is crazy. This is the first like music based game I've played where I feel like the controller is like an instrument. And I know there's Guitar Hero and stuff like that. It's not the same.
What about Wii Music
You're right.
or
Sorry.
Rock Band?
Well, I just said Guitar Hero.
You didn't say
That's
Rock
a different.
I didn't say Rock Band. You're right.
I'm sorry, Nikki.
But the controller is just so tied to the experience. Like when you're playing the game, if you try and play it without following the music, I think you're going to have a difficult time. But if you get in tune with like the tempo of the
In
song
tune.
and the melody, and like every time you pick up a piece of gold, there's going to be a note that's played. It helps you play the game so much more. I'm not allowed to review it, but I can tell you it's fantastic. I love it. I loved Runner 2, and this one seems better so far. It's just so well done. The music is like...
Sounds like you're reviewing it because your reviews don't involve letters or numbers. So we're pretty much doing
involve letters, like string them together.
I write words with letters.
Oh, boy.
If you would like to know my final thoughts on the game, I cannot tell you that.
Okay.
But so far, I am greatly enjoying it. It's a blast. Oh, yes! I finished!
What happened?
Mom Brain.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not talk
Did
about
anything major happen this week? Anything you would say that was worth celebrating?
Do you know what we've been celebrating this week, everyone?
that. Teacher Appreciation Week.
Yeah. But
Joy,
more
graduating.
importantly, not quite as important as that, Raw Meat had a major accomplishment this week.
You got pubes!
Want to tell everybody your big
No, I want
accomplishment?
you.
Our very own Raw Meat achieved a number 1 first place game of Fortnite on a solo game.
Oh.
Raw Meat was number 1
I did it.
Congratulations.
I did it, guys.
in a solo game.
A solo game. I did it.
Immediately after, he made number 2.
Probably
You
right
got
then
so
and
excited.
there.
Immediately
Poop your
after,
pants.
I made a real weird number 1, if you know what I'm saying. Number
A 1.5.
So I was online playing with Lube and Do Michaels and Chip, and you know him as Kenny. We were all playing, but you can only do 4 people in a team.
So you got booted.
So I was like, oh, well, Lube doesn't get to play often. He had the week off, so we wanted him to play. So I said, let's swap out and we'll do solo matches, because I had a challenge to complete in solo matches, and I never play solo. So it's like, we'll go in and do that. So Dude's like, yeah. So he swapped out and he did some solo stuff because he had solo challenges and he played that. But we're all in the same party, so we can
Do you
still talk
level
to
up
each
with
other.
solo challenges or something?
Yeah. You level up and get like.
So the
new-
longer I don't play, the more behind. I am.
Well, no, it resets each season. So
Season?
there are seasons. We're on season 4 right now. But yeah, your progress resets each season because they give you a whole new thing to do. But the things that you earn are only cosmetic. There's nothing that gives you a competitive advantage.
Right.
So he did his rounds, and then I swapped out with him, and I went to go do a solo game, and it was the first solo game I played, and it got down to like 15 people, and I was like, oh my god, like I have a chance, and everything just worked out, and it unbelievably at the end, I actually won. I don't know how I did it, but it
Did you screen
worked
grab
out.
it or something? Did you take a picture?
I have a picture of it and a screen grab, yeah. And I also screamed really loud. It's one of my
You
greatest.
heard me across the country.
Like we've won squad games before, which is great. Don't get me wrong, that's fantastic. But I didn't think I would. Like I wasn't going into solo matches to win a solo match, but I did. So I got some stuff that you only get if you win a solo match. Now my character has an emote that throws out a number 1, so I can just throw out a number 1 in front of people. I have a special umbrella for when I'm flying down to the ground. Yeah, when each round starts off with you in a flying bus, and you parachute in with like all kinds of different stuff.
Umbrella.
Well, there's other umbrellas, but I have an umbrella that you can only get if you solo number 1. So it's like a fancy, like graffitied umbrella.
I don't get it. I solo number 1 every day, twice at least, 3 times a day.
So yeah, it's my
number 1 a lot more.
it's one of my greatest gaming achievements. I'm so happy. I would have never thought that would have happened, but
what is more of an achievement? Solo match, first place on a solo match, or getting to the top of that mountain in that mountain game?
Cauldron.
Celeste?
Where you're in the cauldron.
Oh, getting over it with Bennett Foddy.
Yeah, is that what it was called?
Yeah, I mean
that took a lot less time for you.
I mean, that game was very tough, and that is a major achievement. But I have to go with Fortnite just because you're playing against 99 real other people.
Did you tell everyone about your major award?
Oh, in the mail. I donate to the Humane Society, and since I'm a valued customer, they sent me like a personal grooming kit. It's like nail clippers and tweezers and
like real charity stuff.
Yeah.
Not the Cards Against
No. The real Humane Society. Yeah, I've donated to them for years. It's tweezers and nail clippers and nail files in like a little blue pouch. It's very nice. You guys are welcome to use it. So yeah, that's what I played this week. Greatest achievement of my life. Thank you. I haven't played God of War at all this week. I got to get back into it. Just you heard how I felt about it last week. So.
When are they going to come out with a God of Peace?
I'd actually be interested to borrow God of War whenever you.
When I am done, that'll give me motivation to go back to it. So when I'm done, you're more than welcome to borrow. We're running really late. So
when's Shadow of the Tomb Raider come out?
This year? I don't know, September, I'll guess.
I'm also looking forward to Okami. Even though I played probably more than 3/4 of it, and then I stopped because I was I'm gonna go back to it, but I ain't gonna start from scratch. I was
gonna do a question, but we're really late, so we're not gonna do a question. But please send more questions to GoNintendoQuestions@gmail.com. That is GoNintendoQuestions@gmail.com. I apologize for us running late today. But we got to do music because I know people really love music. So let's go, Mom Brain. It's on. I got music. You want to hear it? You want to hear it? Oh.
Is that what I sound like?
First song comes to us from Glitter Bubble 3.
I got music.
Oh, that's Nicky Hill.
You want to hear it? Oh. All right, it's N64 sounding. Oh, not anymore. Killer Instinct?
Nope. Super Nintendo.
This is Super Nintendo?
Yeah.
Wow. Is it a rare game?
It's like a dance party.
Yeah, it is a rare game.
Yeah, it's got that. Okay, let's start this.
No.
Battletoads and Battlemaniacs.
No.
Battletoads and Double Dragon.
Nope.
Killer Instinct.
Nope.
Trade Wings. What?
Pilot Wings? No, the game company.
Trade West.
Trade West.
What else did Rare do?
I don't know.
Yeah. It's not a Donkey yeah, it's not a Donkey Kong?
It's not a Donkey Kong.
I would know it.
Something you have to really cherish his base.
No one can stop this base.
Sonic.
Nintendo's
Super
It's
Nintendo.
not.
The fact that it's rare and it's Super Nintendo and I don't know what it is blowing my mind.
I give up.
Is this a franchise?
I mean, yeah.
All right, so it's licensed.
Yeah.
Well, all right, we don't know.
Ken Griffey Jr.'s winning run.
Wow. I think my brother might have played that.
Damn it.
Can't stop this base.
Next one comes from Mikey3319.
It's gonna be one of those weeks. Oh, G-Man.
No.
Wizards and Warriors 3.
Nope.
I got nothing.
Don't I know it?
Anybody have anything?
No.
We don't know. Go ahead.
Solar Jetman.
Why are you looking all weird?
Because you always guess Solar Jetman.
No, I guess low G-Man.
No, I've heard you guess Solar Jetman, but it's usually wrong.
Well, now I'll start guessing both of those.
Even Mikey3319, who sent the song, said you always guess Solar Jetman.
God damn it.
Yeah, sorry.
That was Solar Jetman.
We'll let you
Also
know.
a rare game.
No, Mikey 31319. He always says Solar G-Man.
Yeah.
Gosh.
What do you know? This one comes from WesFX.
All right, GBA or DS?
Solar G-Man.
No.
What was the other one? G-Jetman?
Nicky Hill, you remind me of the character from Dark.
I never finished watching it.
Huh.
I can't watch it. I fall asleep because it's a different language.
Shooter game was on the
Could be. I don't know.
Rollins with you.
No.
Some sort of RPG.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, okay.
No.
Man, you guys are doing good this week.
And by you guys, he doesn't mean the people at this table.
No, we're doing bad.
No,
It's a Sega game.
I don't know.
Fair enough. Go ahead. I don't know.
Space Invaders Extreme.
Oh, I did play that.
I didn't see
Play
that.
with the little.
This one comes from Zoso187.
We can't have a week where we don't get any.
Hey, then we'll have to cancel the show.
Yeah. What system? I don't even know.
I think we will. Hold on.
Opuna.
It is on the way, but it is not Opuna.
Little King story.
No.
Corey. What was it?
No.
Koro Rinpa.
Nope.
Cory Rinpa.
Corey in the house.
Cory Senpai.
Mhm.
All right, we don't know it. Go ahead. Another one.
Indiana Jones and the Staff of
Get
Kings.
Oh
outta
my
here.
God.
It's from the part where Indiana Jones plays the piano.
Hey guys, watch this.
This song comes from.
You ever heard this one? Ba, 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 ba.
This. Oh dear, did I lose it? Hold on, just bear with me. I think I lost it. I'll get it back. This song comes to us from Andy the Zombie.
Oh, finally, one I know.
Carnov?
It's Kung Fu.
It is.
Oh. All right, we can go ahead because we're running
All right,
behind.
that came from Andy the Zombie, and it was Kung Fu. This one comes from Jet Jaguar.
Focus all attacks. What's this one? All right, Okami.
Yes, that was
Hey!
Okami from
I was going to
Jet
say
Jaguar.
it just because I felt like I had to, because I was just talking about being excited for Okami.
This one comes from Nico Darunia.
All right, this should be a portable.
It is.
Is it just regular Game Boy or color?
Both.
Is this the end
Okay,
credits?
is it a Pokemon game?
It is. It's a Pokemon game.
Oh yes.
Pokemon Snap?
No.
Pokemon
Red or
No.
blue or
No.
pinball or
Dungeon Mystery?
No.
crystal.
Yeah, Gold, Silver, Crystal. Pokemon Gold,
Yes!
Silver, Crystal.
Back in it.
From Nico Darunia.
Back in it.
Hello. This one comes from. This one comes from Naka.
Oh, I know this.
You do.
It's very familiar. What system?
3DS.
It's not first party, is it?
Sure is.
Is it Zelda?
Yep.
Majora's Mask?
No.
Ocarina of Time?
No.
Link
Oh,
Between
it's Link
Worlds?
Between
Yes.
Worlds. Yeah, damn
I
it.
got it, you didn't.
Oh, we
mean, you
can't
said
let
it's
it go.
on
There's
here.
not enough time because it goes into that awesome. Yeah.
All right. So
So I was just getting into it.
this next one comes from My Body Is Ready.
I played this. This is Fragile.
No.
Okay.
You're so sure of it too.
It does sound like
Is
it.
this a Wii game?
I think it is. Yeah.
Opuna.
No.
Sounds.
9 Inch Nails.
No. You played it.
That sounds really familiar.
Yeah. Is this first party?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Is it Mario?
No.
It's not Metroid.
Twilight Princess.
No.
It's not Zelda. Is it?
Nope.
Super Paper Mario.
It's a Kirby game.
Oh, Return of Dreamland?
No, the Epic Yarn.
Yep.
Oh.
Nice.
It was Kirby's Epic Yarn from My Body Is Ready.
I played a lot of them.
It was like
The last song for today comes to us from The Sacred Wolf. And I apologize. There is some foul language.
It's Conquer. Conquer's Bad Fur Day. We didn't get to the bad language. It's okay.
Can't we get there? So you got 4 wrong.
All right, we pulled it together.
So great.
I am the great mighty Who,
We'll leave it at that.
Oh, okay.
and I'm going to throw my at you.
There goes the censored version.
So
about some scat, you little twat?
you can't say that word.
Twat's not.
Twat's a bad word. Just thought I'd put that back.
Thanks for watching and listening. We'll see you next week. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
To all the Nintendo playing mothers out there. And to the mothers of Nintendo playing children. Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
Oh, I got it. Yes. All right. Can you turn it off, please? Somebody had questions they wanted me to ask
Somebody's
or
getting
answer.
married today.
Somebody's getting
James. Hey,
Somebody's
James.
getting married.
James, if you can you paste those questions again, and I will discuss them because I told you I would, and that's what we'll do. Great job.
Thank you. Same to you.
Great job out there.
What the heck is that?
It's from Reed.
Reginilla has a question. He says, RMC, is the butt the diaper of the body? Do you really store poop in your butt?
I mean,
I've heard some very thought-provoking questions in my day. I'm sorry. That question's just silly.
Well, answer it.
my
Then.
thoughts are not
They say-
provoked.
They say there's no stupid questions, but that one was just silly.
I'm still waiting for an answer.
For me?
Yeah, you.
No, because you can't change a butt.
Sure you can. Get butt implants. Or...
And the diaper does not
You don't
create the poop. The diaper
Right.
holds the
No,
poop.
no. You don't take one butt off and put on another one. You can't buy a package of butts.
Well, there's your answer. Clearly, these people do not think that the butt is the diaper of the body. I'm sorry. I don't.
Dang throat, guys.
That's enough, Mom Brain. We don't need that. James, I need those questions if you want me to answer them. I don't want to not answer them. I told you I would. James. I mean, I'll scroll. It was a while ago. Well, I could do. Okay, I'll find them. I looked through. I don't see those questions anymore. Am I crazy? I must be losing my mind. So, Lanquin, I see that you asked if I'm upset that Cementos isn't playable in My Hero Academia. He's not playable yet. They just haven't revealed him. They're not gonna. They can't. He's got to be in the game. Okay, here we go. Thank you, James. So Super NT software Firebrand, is that all one thing? I don't know. I know what the Super NT is. I like the idea of it, but it's too expensive. Hello, Sin Cara. I hope you've been well as well. Yeah, it's too rich for my blood. Rick and Morty getting 70 new episodes. Yes. When they were doing that whole talk about how they hadn't greenlit the next season yet or something like that, I know people were worried about it ending, and they're like, why wouldn't they do it? It's such a popular show. Well, I was saying I figured they were just ironing out like the specifics because they weren't going to let their best show just disappear or their most popular show just disappear. So yeah, here we are, 70 episodes. Brooklyn Nine-Nine renewal.
Are you a fan of Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Going to NBC. No, I've never watched it. I don't know. But I did have something to say about it,
What?
which is a point you made earlier. Brooklyn Nine-Nine gets a 6th season, and NBC picks that up. But Hannibal gets 3. You can't get another one? Come on. I'm sure Hannibal's a more expensive
People
show.
don't want to talk about cannibalism.
I guess not. Ash versus Evil Dead canceled. Yeah, I haven't seen that either, but I know people really like that show. But it seems like, how many seasons did that get? 3 or 4?
They got picked up. They got canceled. They got canceled a while ago.
Not like a while
I think
ago.
it was 4 seasons.
Yeah, they got a good run out of it. And I don't know what your I didn't watch the SJW Star Wars. I don't get involved in any of that stuff. I don't want to be part of that conversation. But I do want to see Solo. Did you know I got number 1 in Fortnite Solo?
Is that why you want to see Solo?
Yep, that's it. That's it. Because I'm better than Han Solo. All right. There's your questions answered. I gotta get out of here. I got stuff to do. You guys go have fun, relax, take it easy, hang out with friends and family. Rest. You deserve it. And I'll see you next week, my friends. Have a lovely weekend. Goodbye, everybody.